going on? So listen, real quick, right? I gotta talk about O'Shea Duke Jackson. Give me a second. Let me share this and we'll be back with y'all. We're gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna keep it rolling. Just give me a second. You're on the sharing this real. Just give me a second. You're on the sharing this real quick. And y'all seen this on a replay. Just do it quick. And y'all seen this on a replay. Just do it like fast forward to like a couple. Like fast forward to like a couple seconds. This will. Just give me a second, y'all. Let me share this. Let me share this. So, they want us to go live this month. That's what it is, huh? Hmm. All right, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Live from the New York City tri-state, all that, all that. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. All right. So check it out, right? And once I was live for probably like an hour and a half or something like that. I'm sitting there, I'm talking, whatever. I was talking on the last live. Of course, y'all saw that or whatever, whatever. I had to bring up somebody that I've been trying to avoid to bring up because I actually think the guy's a good guy. I really do. I think he's a good guy. I do. And, so I want the record. Hold on one second. Let me share this. Joe, that I don't have nothing against this guy. I really don't. I like the guy, actually. I listen to a lot of his diatribe. Some of it's good. It really is. It really is. And I even write comments over there sometimes. I swear to God. I'm like, hey, man, I think you're doing a good job. But then it's when you upload shit like you did last hour ago or whatever, and that's why I got an interest in. See, this guy, he uploaded some shit or whatever, and I don't give a fuck if he listens to me because we're two totally different people. But I gotta say this. A lot of your diatribe is based in racism. I've noticed that. And it's a non-secular type of it's three tiers. It's classism, it's definitely colorism, and then after that it's definitely some type of quasi intellectualism collegiate type of order. It's all synonymous in one that he adheres to and he prefers, and that's fun. I ain't got no problem with that. You know what I mean? I respect the man that's a thinker. This is the thing though. Unlike this guy, I'm very different. I'm very different than many of you, and I'm not trying to be funny. I came into the music business when I was 21 years old. 21 years old. And I stayed in it until I was 37, 38. Huh? I'm an older G now. And with that said, I've seen a lot of things. I've been around beautiful women. I show pictures of them all the time. I'll show some here before I get off here. But I've been around beautiful women, absolutely beautiful women. And in those beginning stages, when I was in the music industry, you got to understand this. In those beginning stages when I was in the music industry, O'Shea Duke Jackson, I didn't have to want for a woman. That's going to blow your mind. And a lot of the women were light skinned chicks, as you picture and you say, these are light skinned chicks that normally wouldn't want you and they're Latina and blah, 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 blah. Jacaso, boca, parlamento, tú sabes, la gente negro, africano, cámate, parlamento. Tú eres un amigo ahí, entonces no creo que sea la mente ahí. Cámate. O'Shea Duke Jackson, let me put you on to something. And you probably didn't think nothing about this the whole year, right? Every allegation has been on a rapper, and the sexual innuendo has been through who? A light skinned broad or a brown skinned, dark skinned chick? Every chick that's testified in court has been an African American chick. Every chick, from the Diddy case this past summer to other accusations put out there from the likes of Jason Derulo to a couple others, every last one of them has been through a black woman. I spoke of this before. I want you to put this in your diatribe. I know you're going to be like, oh, no, I can't talk about that. I understand. Don't worry about it. It will go against your fan base. Don't worry about it. You wouldn't want to do that. But You're gonna listen, motherfucker, because you need to hear this, because you're too smart not to hear this, Oakland. Listen here. And I say this as a man that got a sister living in Modesto. 909, baby. Now, I say this to you quite and clear, my friend. You're going to hit a brick wall. These girls that are accusing these men, even years ago, they all want one trait in common. Many of them, if they deal with the African American spectrum, they're black girls. These are black girls testifying. These are black girls trying to get lawsuits. These are black girls that are joining on and piggybacking off of stories. If it's the likes of Puff, Jay-Z, or whoever, these gals are joining in the race to try to get that retirement bag, as we like to call it in the game. And you don't understand this because you've never been in the music game. So let me enlighten you, my friend. And many of my rap friends, and many of my hip hop friends, please feel free to dive into this on your own platforms, but in your own little fucking way. You know what I mean, right? Okay, cool. Don't you act like you don't fucking know who I am. Oh, you know who the fuck I am. Now listen here, and you know who I'm attached to. This is my point here. You get a lot of these guys that hop online, whether they're passport bros or whatever. And these guys are unattractive guys. These guys that never got no J before, for real. This off their merit. See, I'm not a guy like that. See, I've had light skin, brown skin, dark skin, Asian, Ethiopian, fucking Jewish, in the likeness of a whole bunch of different women in my whole entire life. And when I started in the music industry at 21 years old, I came through with broads. My little brother will tell you, I used to come to MTV to direct effects, and at the time, Funkmaster Flex, he was on the show with him and Tech. I understand the guy that produced the show was Jay Clayton. I'm just gonna say it like that. And Jamie, shout out to Jamie. And Burnham and Murray was a production on it. And I used to walk across the street from 1540 Broadway, walk over to the MTV or whatever, be on the show. 2 seasons. I danced on that diocesan stage and all that shit with DMX and Eve and Ja Rule. Fucking, I was there when Ludacris first popped off. I wanna let get from your head to your toe. That nigga performed that shit in front of us with Shauna. Literally the world premiere of it. I was there for it. So I'm somebody that always got bras, and I brought bras with me to MTV. You ask any of them men, they're gonna tell you that I used to bring bitches up there. Excuse my French. I used to bring bad bitches, Dominican bitches, Honduran bitches mostly, but nigga, Puerto Rican. But I would bring black girls with me. The black girls would be bad that I brought with me. I'll show you pictures. I can show you, you know? It's crazy to me because, let me prove my point. I don't like this talk. I prove my point. See, I got all these pictures to prove that point. Corey Holcomb, I'm going to use him as an example. All right, Oshay? Corey Holcomb come from Chicago. We city niggas. Now, I'm not saying that Oakland ain't a city either, but a lot of niggas in the past, that we know have, they made their way from Chicago to New York. They either make their way to Chicago or New York, or they go down to Texas or California. And so we've always had Chicago niggas show up. I got a cousin that live in Joliet, which is right next door to Chicago. Probably the closest point to Chicago, in my opinion. But they from Chicago. You understand? My uncle, who was my aunt's husband, his nickname is Chicago, literally. You know what I'm saying? And a well-known motherfucking participant of the game. Let's put it that way. The nigga did 7 years for robbing a motherfucking store. You understand me? And came out a Nubian. So with all that said and put into perspective or whatever, I just want to say that because I want to prove my point. We ain't just talking. Right? I don't like doing this talking. Right? People talk about things on this freaking internet every day. And it's just, no experience. Yeah? You gotta have some experience. You know, I'm just saying. Anyway, a lot of these guys, I used to see them and be two types of dudes in the rap game. I'm gonna use that for an example. So, like, you take somebody like Loon. Loon was used to getting chicks in Harlem. You take somebody like G Dep. G Dep was used to getting chicks in Harlem. You take somebody like Black Rob. Black Rob was used to talking to chicks in Harlem. You take somebody like Jada Kiss. Jada Kiss at the time was used to talking to chicks. Same thing with Style. Same thing with Chic. You take somebody like, I don't know, Ja Rule, whatever, whatever. Then you have these like other rappers that would come in. And these would be the dudes that never got no women. But now they got some money. Listen to me, O'Shea Duke Jackson. It's gonna make sense to you. I'm telling you somebody to know it from experience, not somebody just talking. And I'll show you what I mean. I'm pulling it up as I'm talking to you. These guys were different. They were reckless. They run around and they would spend money. They would talk to the girls like they're nothing. They would disrespect the girls. One of the main things we wanted to do each year, because what would happen is we're not just in Miami for this year. We're in Miami next year for Memorial Day weekend, and the year after that, the year after that. So we see the same girls year after year after year after year. Depending on your manners, is whether or not they introduce you to their friends, or whether they introduce you to certain circles that's around locally that you wouldn't even know about, even if it was on the what you call itinerary for what you to do. Like we used to have an itinerary for the spots that we would go to and all that shit. So like it'd be Dream, Fountain Blue always. At the time, King of Diamonds. We went there for Ti when he had his welcome home party. We went to two joints for Ti. We went to one for King of Diamonds and one at Compound in Miami. Oh, excuse me, in Atlanta. But shout out to the Ethiopian brothers that run that. One of them that's now deceased, but they from the Bronx. You know what I mean? They ran Esso too. Esso was the other joint. But anyway, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you don't. Whatever. I don't care. Niggas be corny on here. It be niggas that was like 16 years old at the time I'm telling these stories. You know what I mean? You wouldn't have been in the club with us. You wouldn't even have been out of town. You were still, up under the titty, basically. But yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, these niggas would get money. They would go out here and they start showing off in front of broads. So they do stupid shit. You know what I mean? Yo, baby, I'll shoot for you. Yo, baby, I'll beat a bitch up for you. Half of the violence that you see and the heavy drug use that you see is niggas that never had bitches trying to show off for bitches. I swear to God. Because half of the niggas that was in the industry early, they always know how to talk to broads. I always know how to talk to broads. I am the king of talking to broad out of her drawers if I need to. Like, I don't need to slip you nothing. I don't need to. No, I know how to talk you about. If any broad that ever talked to me and dealt with me, they would tell you the reason I like that nigga because that nigga know how to talk to me. I don't treat you like yo bitch, yo what's up bitch. Like I'm not that type of dude. Like I'm really not. I'm not what you would call painstakingly romantic, but I'm gonna let you know you want it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know you appreciate it. Because that's how I feel like a motherfucker's supposed to be treat my sisters. So you understand what I'm saying? If that make any sense to you, if it do it, do it. If don't it, don't. I don't give a fuck either way. But it's just I don't know. I got a certain way. Like when I deal with women, they'll all tell you they ain't never got no bad stories about me. They ain't never got. Even if they break up with me, they'll still be with their new. I had girls that be with their new boyfriend and will still speak to me. I've had a woman come back to me and tell me, "Yo, you know what? You taught me a lot." That was her key words. You taught me a lot. And now she make money like I'm not trying to say it was on me because that's arrogant, but she make money and adapt money to the way her lifestyle fits her. You know what I'm saying? But some shit that I said to her evidently must have helped. I don't know. I do what I can because I don't want nobody mistreating my sisters. Because you mistreat my sisters, I'll do you in. You ain't got to worry about the police, prosecutor. Don't worry about none of that. Don't worry about it. I'm joking. I'm joking. But point being is here, a lot of ugly motherfuckers, nerdy motherfuckers, niggas they ain't never got no J before. They get a couple dollars in their pocket and all of a sudden they down Juan Pito. And that ain't the case. Them bitches still look at you as a suck ass nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So this shit, you can't buy this shit. Nah, you can't buy this shit. Either you got it or you don't got it. So with the case of O'Shea Duke Jackson, let's be honest here, bud. When we would let's take this back. See, I was doing this shit. I was told my first girlfriend I had in sixth grade, beautiful biracial girl named Christy. I still talk to her to this day. Still talk to her to this day. That's a fact. And she got a grandson now and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Christy if you over here. Cause you know I tell no lies. Um she looked like Halle Berry. Like that's the best way I can describe it. She looked like, and people used to say that to us. It was like, "Yo, you look like Halle Berry." She was very, very pretty, biracial, black and white. And that was my first girlfriend. And then before that, I had like a quasi girlfriend that later on became my girlfriend. So I had to correct that because she became my second girlfriend. Her name was Melanie, and she was actually Jewish. And so Caroline Melanie. Well, I used to call her Melanie. That was her nickname, which is her middle name, Caroline Melanie. But I've always had a history of dating, quote unquote, what you call light skinned girls. Now, when you talk, and I've dated black ones too, you know what I'm saying? My last that I was emphatically in love with was born and raised Muslim and black. But I've also been with Turkish girls that were Muslim. You know what I'm saying? So I've had a very lucky life as far as dating women. I've dated some beautiful women. And like I said, I'm about to show you guys here in a minute here, but I've dated some very, very, very beautiful women. I don't think too many people that know me personally will say any differently. I guarantee you they won't. Because I will pull out with bitches, excuse my French, I pull out with bitches that niggas is spending thousands to deal with, and they dealing with me for free because they really like me. See, that's the difference right there. Let me tell you something, man. If a bitch don't like you, you gonna spend some money. I don't care what nobody say. Listen, I say it to you one more time, and I'm talking to you from one of the most lucrative, expensive areas in the United States, the New York City tri-state. If a bitch really like you, not only will she spend money on you, but if a bitch really like you, and I'm not talking about you hitting her off, right? You know breaking her back or whatever. I'm talking about she really like you, like she's into you. You ain't gonna have to spend like the mother niggas. She's not even gonna ask it of you. Even if she's cheating on the other niggas, she will put you as priority, and you the nigga that never spend a dime if she really like you. See, the problem be happening with these new niggas when they get money is the bitches don't really like them. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, ain't it? It's a hard pill to swallow. You should tell the difference between that when we would go out of town and bitches would be flocking to me that I've never met before in my life. I'm dead serious. I'm on the other side of the coast. I'm one Willie with a hang, you know what I mean? And I'm all the way in Cali. I'm in Texas, wherever the fuck we at or whatever, whatever. And bitches are still fucking with me the same way they fuck with me in the itty. And this is the truth. And these are bitches I never met before. I don't know them. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. What I'm supposed to say, and this is not being cocky, this is being truthful. Either you got it or you don't. So I could tell by looking at O'Shea Duke Jackson, I'm just saying, son, you weren't one of them niggas that had it when you was like 14, 15 years old. Is that fair? You wasn't one with Willie getting bitches. That's all I'm saying. You wasn't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't have babies or kids and bitches to catch. Is that fair? Is that fair? I can look at you and tell you wasn't. And that's why I find it not insulting, but I find it odd when I hear the nigga talking about relationships and hoes and the type of bitches niggas should be fucking with or whatever, whatever. Nah, my nigga, listen. All them bitches, Don Richard is not light skinned, but she went up there to testify against Puff. You understand what I'm saying? Every last one of them bros that went up there to testify against Puff was black. Every last one of these, except for one accusation against Jay-Z from that one chick, every last one of these accusations was from black girls. Black girls, generally speaking. They went from Latinas, they went from white girls, the bulk of lawsuits. Cassie got 30 million motherfucking dollars, dog. Come on, man. Come on, G. I'm come on, man. That's all I'm saying. I ain't spazzing on you, O'Shea Duke Jackson. I'm just talking. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you really want to, pardon me, if you really want to get into it, let's talk about this part right here. Have you ever seen Corey Holcomb's ex-wife, my nigga? That would listen, if you a 5150 fan, you gotta really be with this shit. See, a nigga like me been over there for 13 years. You understand what I'm saying? I remember when them niggas was calling her auntie. RMC days. Niggas was calling her auntie with Bobby and hey auntie. So you don't know about that because you wasn't around. Because if you would have known that, you wouldn't even have said that shit in your podcast tonight, G. I'm just keeping it a buck. Because Shorty is biracial. His ex is biracial. It's like she's literally black and white, my nigga. And she high yellow. And that was Corey's friend before she became his wife. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, niggas. Some niggas just got it. She was Corey's friend before she was Corey's wife. You can ask Corey Holcomb that yourself. And tell him Stringer Bell told you that. I'll say it for you one more time. Before Corey had money, Corey knew that light-skinned gal. And when he got the money, he married her. All right, oi, 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 oi. You know nothing about no motherfucking 5150, nigga. You knew. Neither do half of you niggas. That's why I get mad at motherfucking Zoe, motherfucking Craig, and Corey. But I love you motherfuckers. I ain't gonna change. Y'all gave me my gusto to do my shit. Without y'all, I wouldn't be here. Uncle Bobby Glanton Smith, who quoted it, I believe it was from Mr. Brown. You can't lead the people unless you can feed the people. Quote that stuck with me to this day. He said that in 2013 or 14. Let me tell y'all something. There's two types of niggas that buy the J. A nigga that's in a hurry or a nigga that ain't got no other option. I'm gonna say it to you one more time. There's two type of niggas that buy the J. A nigga that's in a hurry or a nigga that ain't got no other option. It's only two niggas that buy the J. A nigga in a hurry or a nigga that ain't got no other option. If any, I'm the first of the two. You dig? Not the latter. So I can't understand when a nigga come online and they be like, well, what these niggas do is when they get the money, they go and get them a light-skinned girl after they divorce their black wife and them blah, 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 blah. Anthony Anderson, that bitch was always trying to get him. See, let me tell you something. What y'all niggas don't understand is, if ladies, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at, ladies? Where you at? Let me tell you something, Oshay Duke Jackson. If a hoe gonna get you, this takes years in preparation, not months. This takes years in preparation. That means the bitch marry you on purpose. She know you got paper, so she attach herself to that on purpose. Let's get joint accounts. After she do that, she share the deed of the house with you or whatever. After that, she share the deed of the cars and everything like that. Because you know in the end and the latter, when y'all go to court, motherfucker, bitch, I'm going to get this shit right here because my lawyer already ascertained it through motherfucking dual motherfucking contractual agreements. So either you let it go or you continue to pay for the motherfucker for me. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning if she got a fucking car, Bentley or a Benz, you'll at least see a lot of times that a nigga still got to keep paying on the car for a bitch that he ain't even with no more. Well, you start signing up and signing off shit with a bitch, talking about I'm in love. You in love until that lawyer show up, motherfucker. He break everything down. Well, listen, you signed on with the bitch. You said y'all had joint accounts. I thought you loved her. Oh God, I'm Jesus Christ. This is why I'm. This is what, yeah, I don't belong here no more. I belong in a bigger environment. This is like talking to a brick wall nowadays, and they say, hey, you ain't worth none of that. Get these cheeseburgers. I hear you, man. We have a homosexual man named Daniel Jacobs that throws in little acronyms for fucking what's the name. But like I said, we in here talking about broads. See what I mean? You gotta watch these men. You gotta watch these men. They're the ones fucking up the game. Nigga thinking I got the crazy shit on. Nigga, I got the fuck you talking about, nigga. He said from the towel. He said from the towel. These niggas is not from the town, but yeah, all right, man, yeah, all that, and all that. Yeah, you right. You dead ass right. My fault, pour me. You right. What was my mind at, right? What was my mind at? Anyway, like I said, right? Listen, niggas get a couple of dollars up or whatever, whatever, and they think they can afford new types of bras, but they can't afford new types of bras really. Because see that bitch, if she charges you $100,000 a month or whatever, when I see some of these hookers charging, you can't really afford her if you only bringing in 250, and then you got to overhead of shit that's at least I don't know 150. You bringing in $400,000 a month, $500,000 a month as a mid tier artist or whatever, whatever. Sooner or later, you're gonna find yourself like, damn, I'm just breaking even. I ain't even got no money to save. I'm taking care of this bitch. That's your man's on the background. That's my man's in the background. That's Oshay Duke Jackson. That's who that is. Silly motherfucker. These niggas is slow, my nigga. Like I be wanna poke one of these niggas so bad, bro. Bro. It's, Anyway, listen, man. Isso não apresentar por on aí. My point is, Corey had been with Shorty since back in the day. You understand what I'm saying? Whether it was in a platonic manner or whatever, whatever. I believe, and this is how I hear this man reference this woman, he still love her and she loved him because they were friends. Some niggas, O'Shea Duke Jackson, been getting bitches. They ain't gotta get rich to start. Listen, my nigga. Trust me when I tell you this. Some niggas ain't gotta get rich to get bitches. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even gonna hold you, my nigga. I can look at you, and I'm being real. You the type of nigga I pay for, Vijay. Like, you can convince a broad out of drawers, but it's gonna take you like months, where it take me like a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't even gonna hold you. Like it would take you a couple months, you know what I'm saying? Spend a couple of dollars, invest a couple of dollars. It's gonna take me a couple of hours in comparison. I'm trying to tell you because we two different niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain motherfuckers, they can talk with a woman and gaffle with a woman, and a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like brought them in, and there's some niggas can't. You understand what I'm saying? Some niggas like I ain't even gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna hold you. My D game with the bitches is exceptional. You understand what I'm saying? So that contribute to a lot of things. Like why niggas is lying? Like why? Like y'all that's phony now. Some niggas just got it and some niggas don't. Like for example, I'm not a nigga that's 350. So I can't fight a nigga that's 350. I can admit that. You understand what I'm saying? So why can you admit and be like, yo, I ain't a nigga that could really get bitches like that? O'Shea Duke Jackson, you not a nigga that got bitches like that. Like, stop lying, my nigga. Like, I had my experiences with the hoes, you had your experiences with hoes. It's gonna be different, my nigga. It's gonna be different for a lot of different aspects. So I ain't dissing you. I respect you as a vlogger, but please stop doing these podcasts talking about this is why niggas is dating light skinned bitch. Niggas has been dating light skinned bitches, my nigga. I've been dating light skinned bitches since I was in middle school, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? My second nut in history was off a light skinned biracial broad. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to tell you, my nigga, respectfully, you know what I mean? I don't mean no disrespect or nothing like that. You is definitely a nigga. If you ain't have no money, you got to engage in spending a couple dollars to get some J. You can't talk a bitch out of drawers. I mean, maybe one of them bitches over there in Africa, you over there, you can talk one of the bitches out of getting out the drawers. I don't know, Sean. But I'm just, you be like, talk to a bitch. I don't know. Like I'm just saying, be like, yo, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like every nigga ain't got the same history. Yo, hey, nigga got the same history with the bitches like that. See, some of y'all niggas gotta understand that. Y'all be coming to these conclusions talking about, yeah, well, as soon as a nigga, he gets some money, he want to go fuck with a light skinned bitch because his background and his socioeconomic example and a blah, 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 blah. That nigga, I'm not for poverty. You understand what I'm saying? That's for what? I'm not for poverty. So quit trying to equate me to you. Like a lot of motherfuckers be trying to equate you to their experience growing up is totally different than yours. And more y'all need to start speaking up. Like a lot of your women, like for example, the way you talk, nobody, none of the, I have a female cousin that has written 2 books. I have another female cousin that works in medicine. I have another one that works at a VA medical hospital. I have another cousin that's an astronaut. I have another like I have female cousins of worth. You understand what I'm saying? My aunts. My one aunt was my third grade English teacher, literally. She was a substitute teacher and an English teacher. So multiple of my friends that I grew up with also had her as a teacher. You understand what I'm saying? And y'all know what I'm talking about, my Aunt Elaine. So it's like what has happened in society is, in especially in Black and Latin culture, I say specifically, is this ubiquitous idea that I grew up eating sugar sandwiches or pasteles. So you grew up eating sugar sandwiches and pasteles too. And nobody wants to tell these dumb motherfuckers, no, nigga, that was your experience. Your mama was fucked up and lazy and broke and shit or whatever the fuck else. Mine wasn't, nigga. Fuck your mama. Your mama ain't nothing like my mama. Niggas need to tell these niggas. Niggas need to tell these niggas this shit. Like, nigga, my mom's was pushing. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? If your mom's was, listen. If your mom's was a teen mom and she was fucked up and she was like 14, 15 years old when she had you, versus my mom's went and got certificates and all kinds of shit like that so she could become an LPN or RN or whatever, didn't have me till she was damn near 26, 27 years old. This is two totally different fucking women. My mom's is nothing like your fucking mom's. Your mom's was a teen mother. She was a skis. Your mom's was a jump off. And somebody need to tell you that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and most of y'all niggas know what I'm talking about. So I don't know why we fronting. Y'all know the shorty that was 13, 14 years old. She was sneaking out of the house. She was a jump. I know this shit. I need to start telling these niggas this shit. That's why these niggas is out here calling you unk and shit like that. You in your 40s. These niggas ain't never had no daddy. You understand what I'm saying? These niggas ain't never had no male figures in their life. And their mom was a teen mom. Start telling these niggas, nah, nigga, in the regular world, I'm your older brother. You mixed up. You not supposed to be here, ass little motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying, nigga? You're a regular. That's what y'all need to start telling these little niggas. These niggas, their mamas had, some of them had them when they was 11, 12. Listen to me very carefully. There was a whole time in the mid 90s up until 2005 where these girls were having babies. They used to label it babies having babies. If you're over fucking 35, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Stop pretending for fucking YouTube. Now, I'm telling you, there was a time when they said babies having fucking babies. These girls were 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. The school I went to, they built an extra wing on because there was so many of these hoes having babies. And now these bitches are online at 35, 40, 45 years old, acting like they're the quintessential bitches. No, you were a fucking teen mom, you fucking whore. And you was a fucking teen mom because you were screwing around when you were fucking 11, 12, 13, 14 years old. And that's not what regular girls do. And y'all sit here and applaud these bitches like they done did something for society. Fuck them hoes. Fuck them hoes. You's out here fucking at 13, 14, 15, 16 years old. You're a jump off. You're a fucking jumper. You always been a jump off. You were jumping off. What girl loses her sanctity at 12, 13, 14 years old unless her mother was doing that previously? That's the part y'all don't understand. And then 9 times out of 10, the grandmother was doing the same thing who taught the mother, who taught the granddaughter, who now passing it on to her fucking daughter. Y'all want to talk about the real shit. So let's say that for another podcast. I just want to say this. Oshay Duke Jackson, stop thinking that niggas go get light skinned girls or whatever the fuck you saying for the sanctity of trying to keep black girls alive or whatever. Black girls are killing themselves. Your attitudes, your personalities. When you get in front of white men, you try to like listen. I live out here in Connecticut, right? We have a lot of people that come in from Jersey and New York that work here, whatever, and try to pretend and blend in or whatever. You don't fucking live here. I've lived here in Connecticut all my fucking life mostly. I've lived here more longer than I've lived anywhere fucking else, right? So they'll get out here and you can tell them from a mile away that they're out here working. They'll sit out here and pretend like they better than you or whatever, because they're trying to prove something or whatever. And they'll know I'm going up to the crib right now, bitch. You understand what I'm saying? We're different. And so the necessity to sit around and try to compare yourself as we the same or whatever, bitch. My mother don't talk like you. My aunts don't talk like you. My uncles don't talk like your uncles. My uncles and them, they come from the military. Your uncles and them come from prison. You understand what I'm saying? Like we are not the same. So you want to sit around and act like we the fucking same. I can show you examples of how the fuck we're not the same. You're taking the connotation of this right here, la tora, entonces yo soy la negrito, entonces la cubano, entonces la tora, entonces no quero que sí. So I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. La mente era diferente ahí, say. But don't sit around and act like you want to ignore all that shit and like niggas ain't been getting light skinned bitches. Niggas been getting light skinned bitches since Bobby Brown and New Dish. And nigga, what you talking about? You wasn't getting light skinned bitches, my nigga. That's the problem. And there's a lot of you niggas that wasn't getting light skinned bitches back in the day, all of a sudden online, being the motherfucking quintessential authoritarians on light skinned bitches, and you not, nigga. You don't speak Spanish. You ain't no pretty wavy, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Your dressing is subpar, like fucking from a decade ago. Nigga, I'm looking at the way you dress. You dress like it's 10 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? I'm respectfully, my nigga. You need to up your dress game up. You understand? So only thing I'm saying, I'm wearing a jogger suit right now, my nigga, and I look fly that you do on your shit. Word my mother. For up here, you understand what I'm saying? And the whole shit, this ain't no cheap shit either. This is old name brand, so I ain't even lying. Shout out to Essentials and all that. I see me rocking the brown joint the other day. I got this, you know what I mean? You know, Bronx, Harlem shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stay fly, nigga. I gotta come around the bitches. The bitches call me handsome again. My point is, my point is, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to be the aficionado. Stop trying to be the aficionado, O'Shea Duke Jackson on colorism. You pushing colorism when you do that. Anytime you get up and you have a conversation, you say niggas is getting with light skinned bitches or whatever. Have a conversation about white niggas is getting with black bitches. That's a deeper conversation. You want some answers to that one? Let's have a conversation. White niggas is getting with black bitches to show that they can dominate you the same way they did on the plantation back in the days. Back in the days on the I'll say it to you one more time. White niggas is getting with black bitches because the pure simple fact they trying to show that they can dominate you just like they used to do back in the day on the plantation. You don't have to believe me or whatever. La gente ahí santo sabe el español and latino ahí. So I know what the fuck I'm talking about. They do it to try to dominate you or whatever. That's why they date a ugly bitch like Venus. That's why they date a ugly bitch like Serena. And for all states and purposes, those are not no pretty bitches. Those one bitch got a nice body. The other one is just like, fuck it, it's Tuesday. Point I'm getting at is, you understand what I'm saying? That ain't your top choice for bitches is in the room to look bad. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's like that. That's like being in the parking lot. You like, damn, well, I. My niggas acting like they don't know what I'm talking about, B. Yo, this shit is phony. Yeah, y'all niggas sit around all day online and be talking about, yo, the media is phony, CNN phony, Fox phony. And niggas be telling you the real, you be like, nah, I don't want to hear that because it's not nice enough. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all like a bunch of fucking stenods. The fuck? Yeah, I see what Son was saying, though. Yeah. I see what niggas was saying. Mhm. I wore out my welcome, man. It's something to lock in. Thanks to Duke O'Shea Jackson for that much. I be forgetting sometimes. I speak Spanish and French. Anyway, listen, right? Hmm. Listen, bud. Um, I think you're a good guy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. I think you got a purpose. I think, and I'm not here to dish you or throw you under the bus because I don't think that's fair. I think though that you need to change your diatribe moving into 2026, and I'll tell you why. You don't hang a lot of these bloggers. You know what the best thing I got from being a musician? I hang out with a lot. I'm around a lot of young people, especially when it comes to creating music. Most of the people that I'm around are usually between the ages of like 27 through like 36ish, 38ish, or something like that. So I'm always around young people, and my spirit is young. Most people don't know that. Most people don't even believe how old I am most of the time I get around them because I don't I don't have the burden that most of y'all had when y'all had kids and shit like that when y'all were young, just like I was mentioning earlier. So I don't have that. I didn't have no kids when I was 13, 14. You understand what I'm saying? When I had my daughter, I was 23. I think I was 23 or whatever. My daughter passed. But I was older. I wasn't young. And you got a whole requiem of like young single parents that came years ago. Many of y'all don't understand that, and your parents trying to keep their pride will allow them to express that. But let me put something in clear. Your mama Keisha, that bitch was a hoe. You understand what I'm saying? The whole no, fuck all that. Your mama Keisha, that bitch was a hoe. You understand what I'm saying? The whole school knew your mom's was a hoe. You understand what I'm saying? From junior school on up. Your mom's was the jump off. Your mom's was the one that was always in the back of somebody's car cruising. Now, somebody need to tell you. Your mom's was a hoe. Your mom's was a hoe. You understand what I'm saying? And instead of that bitch telling you she was a hoe, you sit around and give you this fallacy like you've always been getting. You come from some pristine background. Now, your mama's a hoe. They built extra wings on high schools for pregnant hoes because of your mama. Somebody need to tell y'all niggas, man. Somebody need to tell y'all niggas. Look at niggas jumping up out of here. What? I'm wrong. I'm wrong. So if you were screwing around and having sexual interactions in the bathroom when you were 13, 12, 11 years old, in cases of Texas and cases like that, right? You were stand up bitch. Go ahead. Go ahead. This is why I tell you, don't ever try to have serious conversations with the black community because the only people they can look, listen to me very carefully. Don't ever try to have serious conversations with the black community because, unlike other black communities, outside of the Jewish community and the Greek community, they're not going to listen to you. Instead, they're going to try to promote every reason why they're right. They're going to promote every reason and try to counter you in an argument or whatever, whatever, whatever. That's why I don't do this hip hop media shit no more. That shit is a waste of time. Don't ask me about no music secrets or none of that. Fuck you. Don't ask me about nothing. And I got 17 years of knowledge from some of the best. You don't even have to like Puff, or would you deny success? The nigga was a billionaire. Do you know how much shit I got locked up in here? And I'm trained by the niggas he hired. And one of the niggas is part of Cash Money. Never mind. Anyway, I'm trained by animals. And y'all don't even know. That's why they see me on here. They're like, nah, just let him ride by himself. We know. And that's why I'm telling you, if you're in the music business right now, I'm paying attention to who is and who ain't helping me. And guarantee you this much. I might not come in as an artist per se. I'm gonna do some more tracks, but I might not come in as an artist, but I'm gonna come in a different way. And my objective is to make a few of you motherfuckers go broke. And I know exactly how to do it a way that you never looked at a day in your fucking life because the majority of you ain't fucking smart enough. So log that in. I could be your friend and your fucking enemy. And the type of enemy I'm gonna set my, you know what, only thing you gotta do is think one thing. And tú sabes, no gordito yo. And tú sabes, ¿no? No creo que sí. Tú eres la mi amigo ahí, sean los cubanos. Tú eres en blanco cubano. Tú sabes, yo soy un negrito. Tú sabes, con sangre. Tú sabes, siempre. Chavo, pana, chavo. No, siempre chavo. Los gorditos yo. En mi pana que sí, pero en Bronx. Representando, pana. Cuba Libre. I will always remember this moment. And moving forward, I think it's better to be the fucking villain. I don't want to be the nice guy no more. I try the nice guy role. Fuck the nice guy role. Let's be the villain. Yeah, I think that's a better fit for me any fucking way. What do you guys think? The villain, right? Let's be the fucking villain. I'm a better villain. But the shit that comes with me being a villain. Number one, most of you already know I'm fucking organized and I'm smart as shit. Hence, that's why I get the name professional. They don't know that, but you guys that know me know that. Now, I can get you wrapped up. It don't matter if you're in the West Coast, Louisiana, Florida, fucking Ohio, wherever the fuck else you at. I can reach out and have a conversation with you. I got friends. Most of you don't. So sometimes when I'm sitting back and I'm privy and I'm thinking about things or whatever, I have conversations like I did with Oshay Dude Jackson. I like Oshay Dude Jackson. I want him to continue doing what he's doing. I like Queens, mediocre tutorials and review. I like that kid. But make no mistake about it. These guys, for the techno sense of name, you guys are nuts. You ain't never been out in the streets. Queens Coliseum is closing. They're having a bash, on the 30. They close on the 31st, and they're having a bash on the 21st. Mediocre tutorials and reviews. If you're watching this, I have your motherfucking hell yellow ass out there. Anyway, there's a lot of dudes. I take mediocre tutorials and reviews out of it because I know that nigga was getting pussy. Uh, so I got to deduce it from the comments. I just know Sean was getting the J. I don't know how I know, but mediocre tutorials and reviews was definitely getting the J back in the day. He was definitely getting the J because I'm thinking about the area he lived in and what I just said to him. I said Queens Coliseum just closed down. So if he know what I'm talking about and mediocre tutorial reviews is listening, yo, trust me, son. I know you got the J. All them guy and these bitches out there, and all that, like son, he was wild. He was in a sea full of pretty chicks. Like ain't nowhere like the Bronx in Queens. I'm gonna say me personally, and then like a third runner up and a fourth runner up will be Brooklyn and Harlem. But ain't nobody got prettier chicks than the Bronx and Queens, and authentic chicks at that. Ain't no other two boroughs. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Cause I used to get on the train. I used to get on the F train and go see chicks in the Queens. For real, them guy in these motherfuckers out there. That's the ones y'all point to with Nicki Minaj, East Indians or whatever. You're like, Nicki Minaj is just a ubiquitous, unique, and she's Trinidadian, but she's got an Indian, East Indian for that shit is regular up here. Like, that's another thing too. Like, I don't think O'Shea Duke Jackson understands that either. Up in this end, and I would say DC, I would say Chicago definitely that too. You got a lot of people that's mixed with black and Latin. Like so many people. Like niggas will be black and Puerto Rican. That's what I'm saying back to the light skin shit. Niggas will be black and Puerto Rican, black and Honduran, black and Dominican, black and like something, whatever. Especially if you're dealing with people that's from like late 80s, mid 90s, late 90s. Yeah, definitely. You're gonna get a kid that's half Dominican, half black. You're gonna get a kid that's half Puerto Rican, half black. You're gonna get a kid that's half Honduran and half black, half Cuban and half black. You know, and tú sabes, no creo que se ve la gente ahí. So you always gonna get like people like that up this end from like Philly all the way up to Boston. But for him, he's like, yo, the light skinned girl that you can't define that shit because you giving it from a perspective of being out in Cali. I got a lot of racial shit going on out there. We'll have racial shit with the Latin communities here and there, here. For the most part, I can go into an all Latin neighborhood. Well, I know I can because I speak Spanish, but yo soy la cubano la moreno ahí. So yo soy ando. I can do that. You may have a problem doing that because like you don't know how to communicate with niggas, but it don't mean necessarily niggas is racist. It don't mean necessarily if you go around a whole bunch of Dominican niggas, they're gonna flip on you because you black. When the niggas is dressed like they black Americans, it don't mean because you go around a whole bunch of Honduran niggas, they're gonna set it on you or Ecuadorian niggas or whatever. Today, the whole day I was sitting around a whole bunch of niggas from Guatemala, Ecuador, whatever, whatever. And the niggas is like 100 with me. I was speaking Spanish with them niggas, everything. One of the niggas bought me extra coffee. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. I never know what was it, Minister Society? He said, yo, the police beat us up and they dropped us off in the Essays neighborhood. But Essays is cool though. They took us to the hospital. That was in Cali, right, Oshay? Yeah, that was in Cali. Yeah, yeah. So you know what I mean? I'm just keeping it down, man. What's the problem? Y'all got a problem with me or something? Like I said something wrong? What I said wrong? Like let me know what I said wrong. Right. O'Shea Duke Jackson. You ever shot at anybody? What I said? I just answered my fucking question. What are you mad at me for? O'Shea Duke Jackson. You ever shot somebody? I'm asking the question. What the fuck did I say? These people be getting mad because I asked a fucking question. Like that's fucking crazy to me. These fucking moles. Who are you? Stacy Bradley. I ain't never seen you here before. How you doing, Stacy? What's up? What you want? What you want, Stacy? You came over here to argue? Or you came over here to be nice? Which one? Stacy dropped off. Yeah, she came over here to argue. Anyway. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Let me wrap this up. Anyway, long story short, certain niggas just can't get bitches without paying. All right, that's what's up. Stacey, let me ask you a question. You a female, right? Listen, any female that's a real chick will answer this the real way. Stacey, let me ask you a question. You ready? Niggas, there's certain type of niggas that would get pretty chicks, and there's certain type of niggas that would get regular chicks, right? Will you agree with that? Meaning, like, certain chicks were at a certain level of beauty, and certain niggas was at a certain level for attaining that beauty. I am okay, go. Okay. So, would you agree or disagree? There's certain women, there's a lot of women that are beautiful, but certain women that stick out a little bit more than other women. Sometimes those women happen to be light skinned, sometimes those women can be dark skinned. You understand what I'm saying? It just depends on the environment you in and everything like that. But in this situation, we're talking about light skinned chicks and whether or not a nigga gotta wait until they get some money to get with a light skinned chick that evidently, according to O'Shea Duke Jackson, are bitches that know that the girls don't like the dude really. But my counter argument is niggas been fucking with light skinned chicks, whether they black and white, whether they Puerto Rican and black or whatever. Niggas been fucking with light skinned bitches all their life. You understand what I'm saying? Like I know niggas that like literally got like 3, 4 kids in the fucking high rise projects with a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? With a bad bitch. Like the average nigga will look at this bitch and be like, yo, she ain't no way she live in the high rise. Yo, son, she live in the high rises. And she got a baby by my man. You understand what I'm saying? You be surprised. I got a homie right now, my man Shorty. Shout out to Shorty. Shorty got 3 kids, 3 boys. They're black and Italian, and all 3 of them boys look exactly like him in the face. There is no way you can tell this Brooklyn motherfucker that ain't his kid. Shout out to him and Sally. That's my peoples to the day I die. I love Sally. You know what I'm saying? But yo, word of my mother, you see my man's kids, all 3 of them look like fucking, they look like they're fucking soprano kids. They really do. They're black and Italian. And I know he's not the only set I know like that. I got another friend, Dose. What up, boy? You understand what I'm saying? Him and his brother, same thing. They're Italian and black. I got other friends, Vaco, Steph. What's going on? Carlisle. What's going on? Anthony. What's going on? Huh? Salvatore. What's going on? These are people that know me for my whole fucking life. They know me for real. You know what I'm saying? So, like for me, when I heard O'Shea Duke Jackson sit up here tonight, and he was like, yeah, and the niggas only get light skinned girls. Nah, nigga, you only get light skinned girls because you get money. Other niggas ain't got to do that. One of the biggest niggas you should have picked up on that was Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb had been friends with that girl for years before he married her. You see what I'm saying? So right then and there, you was wrong, B. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't trying to attack you or nothing like that. Like it ain't nothing like that. Like I said, I like a lot of the shit O'Shea Duke Jackson got to say. But nigga, if you don't believe me, go hit Corey up. He'll tell you his goddamn self. That was his amiga. And that's how I usually, let me tell you something. When it comes to Latin girls or biracial girls, I know this from just like growing up with them, especially here in Connecticut. When it comes to them, that's what they look for, your loyalty. You wanna pay attention to women that look at you for your loyalty versus women that look at you because you have something to offer. Women that look to you for your loyalty are usually women that come from a father, usually women that come from some type of male figure around them, come with some type of notoriety, come with some type of gumption behind them, or whatever, whatever. Women that don't come from any type of morality or whatever, whatever, is usually looking for niggas to take care of them. I stay clear away from a bum bitch. I work with you, bitch, but I ain't working for you. You understand what I'm saying? I stay clear from a bum bitch. I work with you, bitch, but I ain't working for you. You understand? Well, I'm light skinned woman, and I'm particular about brothers that I don't give a fuck who you date, bitch. I don't know you. Why the fuck do I give a fuck who you date? Respectfully. Why do bitches be thinking they important? Like I don't give a like you listen, for every one man, there's at least 3 to 4 bitches nowadays. You bitches ain't important. Most of y'all is busting down online with your ass hanging out. Let's start there. You understand what I'm saying? I can go on Facebook right now, see 15 of you bitches for free. You feel me? So yeah, I don't take bitches as special no more. You got to be special to me. You gotta have like some type of personality or something like that. But I definitely don't take bitches for special when they be like, yeah, and I particularly about the nah. You just making a proclamation, bitch. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? From all I know, you to jump off around town. See what I'm saying? For all I know, you to jump off around town like everybody fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? Because let me tell you a little trick. Let me tell you a little trick. So I live in Connecticut, right? Bitches used to come down, and anybody live in Connecticut, you know what I'm talking about. Bitches used to come down from Talk, bitches come down from Rhode Island, and bitches be acting like they brand new in the area. You know what I'm saying? So niggas is like, yo, this bitch is special. Da, 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 da. They don't even know back home where they at. This 30, 35 minutes away. These bitches is the town hoes. See what I'm saying? You thinking you found you a winner. This is the town hall where she from. You understand what I'm saying? And it used to be the same thing from New Haven. Used to be the same thing from the Bronx. Bitches from the Bronx that go start hanging out in Brooklyn. You hanging out in Brooklyn, there's a war you out in the Bronx. Like you old news now. Like you got to move on. You know what I'm saying? So like, come on, man. Like I don't think I'm asking niggas is like, yo, for real, whether it's your donations, whether you joining the conversation or whatever, don't sit here and act like I'm talking about some fake shit, nigga. Cause like then you jump on your podcast and talk about the same shit I'm talking about now, it's shit real. Nah, nigga, you being a phony nigga. Don't be a phony nigga. I don't give a fuck who's Corey Holcomb, Craig Smith, or whatever, whatever. I love y'all niggas, but don't be no phony nigga with me now in 2026. Cause y'all niggas been keeping it a dub for years. So I expect more from you motherfuckers. The fuck? Sitting up here want to get Hollywood now. The fuck you want to get Hollywood for this bullshit ass app for? Y'all some stand up motherfucker. Ain't a motherfucker that can replace Zoe Williams. Ain't a motherfucker that can replace Craig Smith. Ain't a motherfucker that can replace Anton. Excuse me, can replace Corey Holcomb or Bobby Glanton Smith or Freeze Love. Ain't no motherfuckers can replace these niggas. These niggas is one of a kind. Y'all don't understand. These niggas is special. And ain't gonna be no duplicates of them because we don't live in the time, but these niggas don't come from the time of these niggas. I just told y'all the nigga that played Lamont from Sanford and Son just died a day ago, and motherfuckers can't even say nothing about that, but they sitting online talking about what NBA Youngboy doing. But every last one of us grew up at some point or another, whether it was in whatever, watching Sanford and Son. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? And niggas ain't band down and doing what they supposed to be. That shit hurt me, son. So that's why I say, well, like I said, I tax out with y'all niggas. I see how y'all niggas is letting niggas is bigger than me go, and y'all forgetting about them. Nah, nah, nah. I need real friends behind me when I go, nigga. I need 5 niggas carrying my casket. Fuck what you talking about. You might not see it right now, but fuck you. Fuck you. Well, fuck what a nigga say, nigga. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Fuck you, nigga. That's just like we got a nigga out the way. Yo, that nigga a sucker, son. Something go down, nigga start busting. That nigga ain't gonna bust back. Get rid of that nigga. Like it's the same mentality. I don't know like where y'all come from, but where I come from, that's just the same mentality. Yo, get that nigga the fuck out the way. That nigga something happen. That nigga can't be down with us, son. He ain't gonna bust if something go down. It's the same thing. Yo, get them niggas out the way. Them niggas ain't gonna be there if something go down, bro. So that's what it is. O'Shea Duke Jackson, other than that, I ain't got no problem with you. Just make sure you keep in comprehension. Corey Holcomb had a light skinned biracial wife, and he ain't had that light skinned biracial wife, even though they got a divorce or whatever, whatever. I don't know what the principle was on that. But one thing I know, I've heard Corey say it multiple times, and the woman that he's had sitting beside him, Darlene OG Ortiz, who was famous before she met Corey Holcomb, has been sitting there for damn near 20 years. You might as well say it's 16 years. And that light skinned motherfucker right there is a down ass bitch. You ain't gonna find no down ass bitch. Let me tell you something. After Darlene Ortiz or OG Ortiz is gone, you ain't gonna never see a motherfucking bitch like her again. Excuse my French if she hear this and I said it like that. You ain't gonna never see a bitch like her again. Bitches like her don't even exist no more. That's the sad thing about it. Bitches like Darlene OG Ortiz don't even exist no more. And she been sitting right there next to Corey Holcomb for damn near 16 years. This big head motherfucker better recognize that too when you talking to her. Talk to her like you got some motherfucking respect, nigga. That's a solid motherfucker right there. Bitch has stood with you 10 toes down. And sometimes it hurt my feelings when you sit over there talking over her or cracking over her like you some dumb motherfucker. Nigga, recognize who in front of you, Chi-Town. God damn it. The fuck wrong with this nigga? You be chasing people away that actually give a fuck about you and surrounding yourself like you did with Anton Daniels with suck ass niggas that give you $500. You dumb motherfucker. Now, how did that work out? Sometimes you got to talk to Corey like that, man. God damn, man. And I'm in the chat room telling you, like, nah, I ain't gonna read your comment. I'm gonna read all the random other niggas that ain't been here but number 2 or 3 months, you stupid motherfucker. Yes, I said that. That's your goddamn fault. Lovingly, nigga. That's your motherfucking fault. Because I told you about the nigga and how the nigga was coming, and you wasn't paying attention. You was paying attention to the randoms in the chat room, not the dog that been around for motherfucking 13 years. What the fuck wrong with you? Where the fuck was your antennas, Chi-Town? The fuck? Where the fuck was his antennas? Y'all make sure y'all hit that motherfucking like button. Y'all ain't gonna hit the cash app because most of you broke. So just make sure you hit the motherfucking like button. Could you do that? Oh, all right, 12 motherfuckers dropped out. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, I said what I had to say. It is what it is. O'Shea Duke Jackson, I ain't got no problem with you. I don't want no beef. I don't want retaliation videos. I just did it like this because I wanted to say what I wanted to say to you. You notice I ain't saying nothing funny to you or whatever, whatever. But my nigga, please stop acting like you been getting bitches since you was in middle school, nigga, because you weren't one of us. All right, that's just obvious. I can look at you and tell, nigga, if that's the way you dress at only 40 something, nigga, you've been dressing frumpy and fucked up like that. I'm looking at this picture of you on the corner right here. You look crazy, my nigga. So like, stop playing like you was getting bitches for all these years. You weren't getting bitches like us. Some niggas they ain't got to pay for vajay. Some niggas can just talk a bitch out of the vajay. You understand? You gotta understand that, my nigga. I ain't trying to be funny and nothing like that or whatever. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? And if you in the New York City tri-state and you ain't gotta do that, like, bitches already know. That's what I'm saying, son. So Corey Holcomb, is you sitting there and you talking about light skinned bitches and niggas getting money. Corey Holcomb married his wife after he got money. But prior to him marrying his wife, they were friends. They were friends, dog. You understand what I'm saying? So Not all niggas got the same experience you do or whatever, and I just wish you stop trying to put everything into a racial perspective or whatever, because it's making black people look stupid. Niggas is looking at you really like, how the fuck are you judgmental and racial? Let me tell you something that a lot of people don't know. Let's go out to Tyreek Nasheed. When you sitting around, you having all these conversations about FBA and all this or whatever, everybody that's outside of that shit or whatever is asking the question, why are black people beefing with other black people? Y'all have a good night.